Anyways, next story. This is more of a somber, I guess, news. But if you've been under a rock, then you are probably the only person who haven't heard this. But a couple of days ago, Iran launched 300 missiles and drones to...
Serious strike?
No, Iran launched it to Israel. So we're going to play this little video. This is from TBN Israel. So obviously, if Israel reported...
Sounds of explosions
we'll see.
Guys, those are not fireworks.
Over 300 missiles and drones were fired at them by Iran.
Not fireworks.
Explosions are seen in the air over Jerusalem, as most of these incoming missiles are intercepted, but a few ballistic missiles landed in Israel, causing some damage to an IDF base and wounding a child.
So yeah, so Iran warned ahead of this. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but about 3 days before the attack, they warned them that they were going to do something like this. So this is something that it was basically like a show of force as retaliation. Supposedly they retaliated because one of their consulates. Look it up, George. Israel attacks Iran base in Syria. I think it was something like that.
So Israel is strike first.
So supposedly they in Syria, Hezbollah forces were going to meet. If you don't know, Hezbollah is a terrorist group who's been attacking from Syria, Israel.
Okay.
And so Israel went and took him out.
Okay.
But it was inside the Iranian consulate. So that's what ended up happening though. Israel attacked an Iranian consulate in Iran. From Israel's side, they're saying that it was a Hezbollah meeting, basically. So a meeting to plan more attacks on Israel.
Right.
And then as a retaliation, Iran launched 300 missiles and drones. Now, there's two sides to this. There's a side of Iran and there's a side of Israel. You know, Israel is basically saying, you guys are attacking us from all sides. You know, what the hell are we supposed to do? Do we respond to this? And Iran was saying, well, you attacked one of our consulates, so this is our show of force. Like you said earlier, before we started recording, 99% of all the rockets and drones did not...
taken down,
yeah, Israel's Iron Dome, and also they got help from the area, from, I think it was the UAE, UK, France,
and us.
And the US, to take him down. But now we're at an interesting point. What does Israel do? You don't want to say anything?
Based on previous records, they're gonna do something, bro.
It's one of those, man.
Yeah,
because if you keep escalating, it's gonna get to a point where think about if they didn't have that system that can shoot down rockets, like a bunch of civilians would have died. Or let's say another way, Iranian fired, right? They give 72 hours. It basically, look, here it is. We're giving you notice. We're attacking you, right?
Just know that we have this, yeah.
Yeah, just know that we have this, right? But what if their defenses failed?
Yeah.
And those actually landed.
Big casualties and a lot of collateral damage.
So it's one of those, man. We're at an interesting point in human civilization. We've gotten so advanced that we can literally tear each other to pieces if everybody wanted to.
Without moving our fingers.
But at the same time, you can't let just somebody stomp on you. You know, I think the best thing right now is just stop. Stop, guys. Let's chill the fuck out. You know,
Bro.
Like, you know,
war is never gonna stop. Never. I don't see war ever stop.
I'm not saying war stop, but I mean these escalations, they can't continue.
They're gonna continue.
We're relaunching missiles and drones, like that's just the next step is like nuclear. And when nuclear is involved, like that's death, literally. So do we want to live at least pissed off in the same globe and leaving each other alone? Or do we want to just kill everybody and just nobody live? I think there's not really there's not really a choice.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, man, not everybody thinks this way. Clearly. There's people over there.
No, because most of those people have already been through programming of hate. You know, their family members have been killed. They were born into
that culture.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Their family members are...
It's just like us. Whenever somebody talks to us about communism or something,
we don't want, like we don't even
remotely smells like it. We're like,
yeah,
no thanks. You know? But at the same time, these people are.
But over there, it's life and death.
It's life and death. Like, okay, what's your life expectation? I don't know. Whenever they give me a bomb, we'll see, or something like that. It's crazy, and they still get little kids to explode bombs and stuff like that.
But I mean that's wrong, and that's one of the problems I have. One of the things that I've experienced in the last 2 or 3 years with my traveling and stuff is how good the Muslim culture actually is, how respectful they are, how nice they are.
No, it's just a small percentage.
It just so happens that every time there's something like this where it's like
They
an
get
extreme,
blamed for it.
it's Islamic people, you know?
Yep.
And it's just like, bro, you guys, that's why like the UAE, you know, especially like those kind of Saudi Arabia, UAE, they don't really want to like mess with us too much. ¿Entiendes? They're already like apart. They're trying to not be those guys.
Yeah.
And these guys
they figure it out. We're like, man, we can be
this
good.
is crazy.
We can be good. You know what I mean? Like, we have the resources, we have the money, we have the power. Why are we gonna worry about war when we can be worrying about making ourselves better? That's what they did pretty much, and that's why I think they're putting themselves apart.
So my real question is, other than this gets complicated because the fact that Israel attacked Iran and the consulate, it makes everybody think and know that, okay, Iran is working with terrorists to supply them to attack Israel. You know, at the same time, Iran's a big country. Iran's not like this mini little. Iran's a big country.
Yeah, they're getting into
like, and let's be honest, Iran, like, if you keep escalating these things to this level, like, if the world goes crazy, you're not going to stand. It's just the reality of life.
Because everybody's going to turn against you. You don't want that.
So,
Most likely.
anyways,